You meet someone new and start with the basics. Hey, how are you? What do you do? They give a quick answer, and then nothing. You hit that agonizing pause where you both stare at the floor and pull out your phones to escape the awkwardness. It's easy to walk away from that interaction assuming you're missing some secret social gene. That feeling of being broken is usually just the result of untrained social anxiety. It's a gap in your skill set, not your personality. You can bridge that gap with a 3-step conversation engine. It's a repeatable system designed to keep a dialogue moving with anyone you meet. Moving from awkward silences to natural flow starts with treating curiosity as a mechanical skill rather than a random burst of confidence. Step 1 is launching the engine with intentional questions. This is how you bridge the gap immediately after that first basic exchange. If someone mentions they went golfing over the weekend, responding with, "Oh, that's cool," ends the conversation right there. You've closed the door on the topic. This diagram maps a better route. You take that initial statement and branch it out with follow-up questions. The questioner guides the flow, deciding where the interaction goes next, transforming a static exchange into a continuous chain. To know which questions to ask, you have to change how you listen. That brings us to step 2, active listening. Most of us spend the other person's turn rehearsing a clever line in our heads, waiting for the first available gap to speak. When your brain is busy planning its next move, you miss the actual substance of what's being said. You end up giving a response that feels disconnected or off-topic. Active listening works by identifying specific hooks within the speaker's dialogue. You're looking for the locations, emotions, or small details they've dropped into their sentences. These extracted details provide the raw material you need to build those intentional follow-up questions from step 1. Once you've gathered enough material, you can move to step 3, steering toward common ground. Use the details you've heard to pivot the topic toward a shared interest, a similar experience, or a value you both hold. When you hit an overlapping interest, the conversation shifts. You'll notice relaxed body language and a sudden sense of effortless flow. This shared anchor point is the moment a mechanical exercise becomes a natural human connection. Even with the engine running, you will still encounter moments where the dialogue hits a wall. When that happens, resist the panic of trying to fill the air with noise or checking your phone. Practice simply doing nothing. Silence is often just the necessary space between two topics. Learning to be comfortable with that pause takes the pressure off. It allows you to calmly reset and start the engine again when you're ready. The sequence is simple. Use intentional questions to drive the flow, active listening to gather material, and steering to find common ground. This framework relies entirely on your focus. It falls apart the moment you try to focus on being interesting or charming. The system works best when your only goal is to be genuinely interested in the person across from you. Put this to the test today. In a low-stakes environment like a grocery store or the office break room, try asking just one intentional follow-up question. By treating conversation as an operational engine rather than an innate talent, you can navigate any social interaction on your